Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is WanFei from Singapore Commercial Team. Thank you for taking the time here. It's truly my honor to present to you about digital transformation. Well, I guess everyone is talking about this today. We talk about different technologies, we talk about different way of doing your business in order to transform. Things like DevOps, big data, container, and cloud, those things that new companies like Uber and Airbnb are completely in sync to disrupt the traditional business. So the question here is, if you were to be a more traditional company, for example, the industrial company, how are you going to adapt to this? Are we just going to stand up and tell them like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, your company is going to be disrupted soon. Bad luck, time changes, please move on and don't look back. Well, I doubt that it's going to work that way because it's not a matrix like a switch that you can download the transformation one by one. Half of my job here as an IRSI is to actually convince them that if you are not going to be the disruptor in this economy, then you are going to be disrupted. Look at Airbnb, look at Uber. Once upon a time, business as usual was good enough, but now, no more. In a world where everything is connected, where everything is equally excellent, where every performance has reached its perfection, there is only one space left to innovate in. That is you. You are the center of tornado of change fueled by these four elements: digitization, mobilization, augmentation, and automation. Let me bring you back to year 2006. In year 2006, the first Twitter message was posted. 5 years later, Twitter has more than 100 million of users. In 2003, Blockbusters was the largest video rental store in US with more than thousands of outlets. Netflix has just crossed its 1 million subscriber. What happened after 7 years in 2010? Blockbusters has went bankrupt, but Netflix becomes the market leader in movie streamings with its online rental has more than 20 million of users. Let me give you more example. I was thinking about the CIO of Coca-Cola. They had a huge challenge from Japan specifically. I'm not sure how many of you know about this, but the Japanese market literally wants new flavor in every 6 months. And the way Coke was designed, they just could not possibly produce this. Hence, Coca-Cola used big data and data analytics so that they grow a new innovation engine to create a new flavor and a new service within a 6-month cycle to be successful in the market like Japan. This is truly an embrace of digital disruptions by leveraging technology for value creations they provide for their customers. Well guys, are you ready for the exponential change? Let's move on. When we talk about digital transformation, we talk about big data. How do we capture the value of big data when there are so much of data being stored today? Big data is created by mobile. How do we get all the apps in the economics that we've seen today? It doesn't matter if you sell car or you sell washing machine. Customer wants to interact them through an application. When you talk about interactions, it means social. Again, you want to change the way you talk to your customer or partners to build the social community or network around you. Well, cloud, we have been talking about this topic for several years. For digital transformation, cloud is the key. It is a different way of consuming the infrastructure, allowing you to scale up or scale down in order to run the applications. In order to scale, you probably need container. The latest, the greatest. From the really huge, big applications to a really small, tiny applications that are containerized, it doesn't only allow you to scale up or scale down, but it also helps you to scale out to the cloud and back to the home again. In order to develop that, you probably need DevOps. It means you take into the considerations of the needs of the developers together with the needs of the operations, make them work hand in hand together so that we create a new software in order to support the digital transformation. Well, I found an interesting information in this is that this innovation does not come from a huge traditional IT company, but they actually comes from the same global community, which is the open source. Do we have examples on that? Absolutely. Big data, Hadoop. Hadoop is the biggest implementations of big data in an open source world. Mobile, Android. Android is the largest operating system for mobile phone. 85% of market share. Android is Linux. Linux is open source. Social, Facebook. Facebook has its entire service built on open source technology. Cloud, the biggest player of cloud is Amazon. Amazon built their cloud layer on an open source network. Container, I guess the most famous name is Docker, which is an open source platform as well. DevOps is the natural way of how all these things work together in an open source world. Let me brief you a little bit about the difference between the closed world and the open world. For the closed world, it means the traditional way of creating the new software. There are many different companies from different and isolated R&D departments working on a specific projects or products. Let's say this company have 10K developers, this might be 5K, this might be 1K. The benefit here is when you have a lot of people working on a certain projects or products, it means quality and low risk. However, it is totally a different story in an open world. In open world, we do not rely on the innovations of a small independent hub. We have more than 15 million of developers working on more than 1 million of projects and products. This creates a massive amount of innovations. So here you are. Either you pick low risk or you pick innovations. But you probably want both, right? So here is exactly where Dell comes in. Dell provides platform as a service to the customers. Let me give you my own example. I and my account team has just sold Pivotal, which is the platform as a service, together with PowerEdge servers to Dell acquisition customer named Lazada 2 weeks ago with total revenue of $300K USD, beating the competition of HPE, Lenovo, and Supermicro. In this case, what Lazada wants to achieve and how Dell could offers. So Pivotal allows Lazada to create applications in a flexible and agile way. We talk about speed, we talk about skill, we talk about saving. Besides that, Pivotal also allows Lazada to make constant changes to their application so that they could reach out to the market quickly to beat their competitors. It also ensures that their application is constantly relevant to the end customers. In conclusion, to bring it full circle, Dell EMC services does not only help customers to transform their business, but we also help them to drive digital transformation, which eventually drive more revenue for customer business. Guys, let's bring our business to the next level. Let's live and lead from here and from now. Thank you.